Hey guys, I apologize if the fan is really loud because right now it's like super warm and then the sun is coming through the window, so it's even warmer. So I do apologize for that. So I went to Sukoshi Mart in Scarborough Town Center and they recently released new Honkai Railstar merch. I'm just gonna give you guys a full disclosure, like I don't really play Honkai. My friend started an account for me on my PS5 account, but for some reason, like, I haven't gotten around to playing it, and I don't know if I really want to. Some of the characters did catch my attention, so that's why I went and purchased a lot of merchandise, but to be honest, they were missing some of the characters that I would like to have, and so, yeah. They only have it in Scarborough Town Center. I don't know, the merch hasn't been released onto the Sukoshi Mart app, so I'm not too sure, like, if other places are gonna get that even, or, like, how the locations are gonna work in terms of, like, the merchandise. But so far, from what I have seen, yeah, it's just Scarborough Town Center. But yeah, anyways, I went there. It was like an hour drive from where I live, so it was kind of a hassle to even get there, and I waited in line because I actually got there later than I wanted to. What happened was, like, woke my dad up, but then he was like, he kind of just like fell asleep too late the other night, so yeah. But anyways, by the time you guys see this, it probably already has like passed in terms of like the grand opening type of stuff. But yeah, so anyways, this is not Honkai Railstar, but I just wanted to show it in the whole haul video. But it's Kazuha from Genshin Impact. He is one of like the last few like acrylic standees that I'm missing in terms of my favorite characters, so I decided to get him as soon as possible since they had him. They seem to have like a lot of the older Genshin merch there too, so it was pretty good. So first off, with the freebies, so if you're within the 100 customers, like the first 100 customers in the Sukoshi Mart line, in terms of like the people who actually like purchase stuff, not the line to like get in. Apparently it's like when you buy stuff, the first 100 get a free tote bag. So I got their Sukoshi Mart tote bag. This is vinyl, so I'm afraid it might scratch off, but it's really cute, and the inside does have like a nice pouch too for your like stuff. And yeah, it's a pretty big one, so it's really nice for like if you're shopping and stuff like that. I've been using tote bags recently just because a lot of stores charge for bags, or like some places don't even have bags, so it's like just deciding whether or not like if I should bring tote bags everywhere or not. And then this one, because I spent over $85 in Sukoshi Mart, so I got this Honkai Railstar free keychain. It's any character, like they just give out randomly, so it's not really of your choice. This is, I think it's Luosha is how you pronounce it. My friend said that's how you pronounce it. However, I haven't really heard much of like, because I didn't play the game, I haven't really heard much pronunciation for the characters, so I do apologize if I like mispronounce something. But yeah, it's just an acrylic charm, which was really cute. I think it's nice that I actually got this one because he's one of my favorite characters in terms of design that I saw. So yeah, and then I have this one. I forgot a lot of the names, so I'm just gonna admit that right here and then. But yeah. Oh, by the way, none of this is sponsored. I purchased all of this with my own money. I paid for it, and so everything that I say is basically review, like honest review about stuff. So yeah, sorry if the glare is annoying because the sun, but yeah, it's this guy. I forgot his name, but again, I wanted him. They did have a blade, and then they had two other girls in this like thick acrylic block type of stand display. I think there's like a stand here that you can put it on to display outside of the box. However, I didn't really want Blade or the girl characters, so I just got him. I'm surprised there wasn't any Danghung of this one though, because he's like a very popular character. So this one, first one, I know they call the main character Trailblazer, and you can choose between a girl and a guy. I do think they might have their own names as well, but I'm not too sure. But you basically, it's like Genshin where you can name the characters. So yeah, name the character like the main character that you're playing as. But yeah, they're like siblings, twins, I guess, in a way. I think these ones are twins as well, because I know for Genshin, Aether and Lumine are also twins. So, oh, sorry. This one is $29.99. The Kazuha was $14.65. I'm gonna try to remember to say the pricing. Don't know if I have all the receipts here. Okay, so that's this one, and then I got this one again, so $21.99. Same character as on the acrylic block, but this time here. If you guys can tell, like the scaling with Genshin is quite different. So this one actually has more of a big background on it, and it's also like not like, what is it, a close-up of the character. As for Genshin ones, it's like the close-up. I would prefer that they're all like this, but I guess this is what it is. Also, because it's bigger, I think that's why the price is more expensive. And then I got Dangheng. There was actually two versions of him. One is his dragon god form, which is this one that I purchased, and then there was another one which is his regular form for like human form. I ended up not buying it because I was like, I don't need two of the same character, but I did get torn between like which one I should choose. I ended up choosing this one because I do like dragons. So yeah, Luocha, I believe. These are really pretty with the backgrounds, however I do like close-ups more, so yeah, it's kind of weird that I have like these big ones now. And they're all $21.95, and then this one I think is Luca. If you see a reflection of my plushie, I do apologize, but yeah, I think this one is Luca. So the only ones that I'm missing in terms of characters that I would like, I don't think I saw Adventurine, but I didn't look too well because there was too much stuff I was going through my mind as I was shopping. And then I didn't see Dr. Ratio, so I'm not sure if they had him either, but from what I've seen, I didn't see those two. And then the ones that I actually wanted that they didn't have are Adventurine and then Boot Hill, so hopefully in the future they have them, but those are the two that I really actually wanted out of all favorite characters. But I guess Dangheng will have to do in terms of like most favorite right now. And then they had some merch with Dangheng where it was just like glasses one. So I thought it was cute because it was like a modern take on him. He's so cute. And then this one actually is like to scale with them. Yeah, pretty much like close enough to scale with them for the Genshin ones. And this one was also $21.95. But yeah, it's just him. He has glasses, and then he has like a camera, and his clothes is like more modern take rather than just like the actual clothes that they wear in the game. Ignore that. I put my medicine there. So yeah. So I was kind of upset because I went there and I went to like, I asked them if they had another one of the desk mat, and to be honest, none of the workers were quite helpful there. There was this guy who used to serve me there who was really nice. I forgot his name, but anyways, he would be really helpful. As for, I feel like these other workers aren't that helpful. I think there was even a manager there that wasn't too helpful. So in my honest opinion, I wasn't too pleased about my experience, except for the merchandise, of course. Basically, I saw this mat that I wanted, and I asked them if they could see if they had any more in stock. First off, the woman that I asked on the floor told me to go to the front desk, which I thought was weird because she could have just went in and seen if there was any more to take out, but she didn't do that. And then on top of that, when I went to the front desk, I was told by two different people two different things. So one of them told me she was standing on the side, so maybe she was a manager, and literally she was telling me, oh, you have to go and what is it? You have to go, like, wait on the side. Like, if you wanted these, we may restock them, like, later on. So if you wanted to wait in the store, that's perfectly fine. And then I was just kind of confused because I asked her and I showed her a picture of the character too. And then she was like, she went to look and then she was like, oh, I think they're just restocking them, but you would have to double check later on, even though like I was at the cash desk. So I thought that was kind of rude and also not really helpful in any way. And then when I asked the other girl who was checking me, like cashing me out, she literally told me, oh, you know, you could just come back later on and double check. And it's grand opening day, so I felt like I was told to come back and wait in line outside again and then come back in again. Like, I'm not gonna do that. Like, I love merchandise like this, but not to that extent. So overall, my experience today was not as great as I wanted it to be. Like, you know, I waited in line for so long, and then I also waited in line to even get like cashed out for all these things. And then when it came to this one and then my other item as well, I had to actually basically go back, double check if they had it. Like, I was in the store, but I paid for the other stuff already, and then I had to go back to the display, check if they had it, and then I had to actually pay and then wait in line again with these merchandise that I wanted. And then I had to pay for it, and it was just like an experience of back and forth, and it was super annoying because the second time I went to line up, the line was even like taking even longer than before. So I was just like really not happy about that. So yeah, I feel like some of the sukoshi marts, they don't really have great customer service, and I'm not even like expecting much. Like, if the merchandise is there and you know the stock, like, what's so hard about like giving it to the customer rather than just like, you know, saying, oh, come back later or check back later and wait in line for it? Because I'm not gonna do that. Like, I waited like 30 minutes to maybe 40 minutes, and it was a long time to even wait like outside because it was a grand opening to begin with, so it was super popular. And then on top of that, the only reason why I was willing to wait in line was because this merch that I actually wanted, like, a second time to pay, like, is only because the merch that I wanted. But if this wasn't there, like, I probably would have, like, if it was something else, I probably would have just dropped it and said I'm not buying it. Like, I don't know, that whole experience kind of like sucks for me. And I've worked in retail too before, so I know like being nice to the customer and like just double checking for them, like if you had anything in stock. If you know it's out of stock and you say it's out of stock, that's fine. But like, if you think that people are having, that you have stock of it, like, it's so hard about like helping the customer out. So yeah, that's my little rant for today, because unfortunately that's just how it was. So I also got this Danghun acrylic keychain. It's super cute. It's like the modern one again, and it has like the sand thing, so the sand moves. Sorry for any glare if there's like glare when you guys are seeing these videos, because I know they're acrylic and like the plastic is like clear, and then all of a sudden like the sun's in the way. So yeah, so this one was $21.95. A lot of the acrylic keychains are like the same price basically. And then this one was $40. I got the mouse pad that I wanted. I don't really know the female characters that much, so forgive me for not knowing the names, but I bought this because it had Danghun on it, like the dragon form. I thought it was super cute, so I wanted it. I know I have a lot of like mouse pads where it's like I have them and I just don't use them, but I really like these big ones, so that's why I purchased it. Okay, and the last item that I bought is kind of like a hit or miss, to be honest, when it comes to like what it is, because there wasn't any other plushies, and I was kind of not happy that they didn't have any like plushies for like characters and stuff. Genshin has so much more in terms of that, like in terms of sukoshi mart, but I will say, like, if you go online, it seems like Honkai Railstar and Genshin have like equal amount of like merchandise for like plushies and different things. However, for some reason with Honkai, they mainly had acrylics, some mouse pads, and like some acrylic keychains and the buttons, like the pins, and there wasn't much variety compared to the Genshin merch, so I was kind of disappointed about that. So yeah, so this was the only plushie they had, and it was Pom Pom. So this is like the main mascot of the Honkai Star Rail. Originally I wasn't gonna get it, but I did see Pom Pom at the window, so I was like, maybe I should get it because it's the only plushie, and I love plushies anyways, so why not? Alone, I think the guy said it was like for $64, but then if you bought the clothing by itself, it would be like 40 something. So I think it was 40 something, and then he said if you bought it together as a set, it would be, so it's 120 something if you buy them like separately, but like you bought this one and then this one like on different days or like separate transactions or whatever. But if you actually bought them together as a set, it would be 110. So all of the pricing's in Canadian, but basically 110, and you save like, I forgot how much it is, but like the math, or I forgot exactly the amount it was like if you bought them separately. So altogether you save like $12-ish when my dad like did the math for like if you bought them separately versus if you bought them together. So yeah, so I ended up getting Pom Pom because that was the only plushie. I do like Pom Pom though, so that's nice. And then we have like his outfit, so his coat. I don't know where this goes actually, this one. Is that on his ear? I don't remember, but I have seen like, what is it? The pulling system, where what it looks like with Pom Pom in it, but I can't remember where the clothing goes. Oh, there's literally a picture behind. Sorry. And then there's the conductor's hat and this cute little necktie here. So yeah, it does go on his ear, like I said. So I guessed right. So yeah. Overall spent quite a bit, but I did like the stuff, so yeah. But that's basically it for this video. I will say the only thing, like, again, the only bad part was maybe the customer service overall, because I kept being told to wait for things and like to come back later and stuff like that. So yeah, but other than that, the merch is okay. A lot of it is just acrylic stuff though, so I will say I wish there was more variety of stuff. It seems like the Genshin merch, like when Sukoshi Mart like releases the Genshin merches, it seems to be like more different variety of things, which is much better. But hopefully in the future they have more stuff rather than just this. However, I'm just hoping maybe they will have Blue Hill and Argentai later on, because those are the ones that I actually really wanted. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Bye!